Hi everyone, so today I am here to do my 28 and 29 week pregnancy update. Today is Wednesday, July the 9th, and I am exactly 29 weeks today. The baby is about 15.25 inches long, that's roughly the size of a butternut squash, and weighs about 2.5 pounds, which to me I think is absolutely crazy. Just a few weeks ago the baby was 1 pound, but now they've already doubled in size, so that's absolutely crazy. As far as my weight gain goes, I don't know how much I've gained. I haven't checked my weight since my last hospital visit, which was a few weeks ago. My next hospital visit is next week, so that's when I'll be accurately checking my weight again. But my goal that I've kind of come up with my dietitian is that I shouldn't be gaining any more than half a pound to 3/4 of a pound per week. So like I said, I don't have an accurate number right now of how much I weigh or how much I've gained, but that's kind of what my goal is for a week, is about half a pound to 3/4 of a pound. So maternity clothes, I am definitely wearing maternity clothes. The weather is finally just starting to get really warm here in Vancouver. We did have quite a cool June, which I'm very thankful for, because I know that the rest of July as well as into August is going to get very hot, and I'm not looking forward to that at all. And in fact, we're actually expecting a heat wave next week, so I'm not too excited about that. But as far as clothing and what I've been wearing to kind of keep cool, I have basically been living in maxi dresses, maxi skirts, and the one pair of maternity shorts that I own, and like tank tops. And we've been going swimming lots, and that's kind of just what's been keeping me cool and comfortable during these really hot summer months. So in terms of stretch marks, I thought that I was getting lucky being this far into the pregnancy and not getting any, but I have noticed in the past week or so that I have started to get some stretch marks in like my upper belly area. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it when I do my belly shot, but they are higher than the ones that I already have from when I was pregnant with Madison, and I think that's because I am carrying a lot higher this time around. Also, I think this baby is going to be a little bit bigger than Madison was, and my belly altogether is just a lot bigger than I was the last time I was pregnant. So I am getting some more stretch marks. It's kind of just above my belly button, kind of in that area, and along the sides. I know the baby is starting to get really big right now, so I was kind of expecting it. I knew that this baby was going to be bigger. I kind of knew I'm carrying higher, and it just should be expected. So I'm not really too, worried or upset about that or anything. So sleep, I'm still sleeping really well, and I'm very thankful for that, because almost all of the pregnant moms that I've been watching on YouTube who are, in the same kind of timeline as I am, or do around the same time, or are just pregnant in general, they haven't been sleeping too well, and they've been feeling really uncomfortable and getting up frequently in the middle of the night and things like that. And I do get up at least once every single night to go to the washroom, but I have been sleeping very well. I go to sleep right away. I do have to wake up pretty early in the morning to go to work. Maybe it's because I'm tired throughout the day, and when it is time to go to bed, I am exhausted, so I don't really have any trouble sleeping. I don't have trouble staying asleep. I've just been really lucky when it comes to sleep time and bedtime and things like that. So the best moments, we have seen movement on the outside, which I don't know, I don't really remember that happening too often with Madison, mainly because, I don't know, there's a lot of things about my last pregnancy that I don't remember, and that's one of the reasons why I started this channel, why I started doing these updates and things, is because I want to be able to remember this in the future and have something to look back on and have something to show my kids. So yeah, we've been able to see movement on the outside. Zachary has seen it. The baby moves a lot when I am laying down. When it's time for me to go to bed, when I lay down, or if I'm just relaxing and laying down on the bed or on the couch or something, the baby starts moving and kicking a lot. And we're starting to see that on the outside, so that's really cool. And also, Madison was laying down with me the other day. She wasn't feeling very well, and we were just laying in bed. And the baby was moving and kicking around, and I was watching it. I can see it kind of poking out. I don't know if it was a hand or a foot, but I saw something poking out on the side, and I told Madison, I said, look, the baby's moving. So she put her hand on it, and she could feel it. And she got really excited about that. So she has been able to feel the movement, which is really cool. Cravings, I don't really have anything new that I'm craving. It's pretty much all been the same throughout this entire pregnancy, and I've been pretty lucky not to have any aversions either, really. Aversions in the first trimester was coffee. That I could not stand coffee. I couldn't even think about it, but now I'm actually drinking coffee, which is probably not the best thing for me, but the dietitian did say that I was allowed to have 2 cups of coffee a day, which I probably only have maybe 1 cup of coffee a week. So, and it is iced coffee just because it's too hot for regular coffee. But anyway, the cravings that I've been having, I have been craving steak, which is weird because before I got pregnant, even in the first half of the pregnancy, I didn't get steak very often. We didn't go out for steak. We never cooked steak at home. But now it seems like we're having steak every few weeks, which I am loving. I absolutely love steak. And I heard that, is it protein? Steak is basically protein, which I should be indulging in, excuse me, while I have gestational diabetes. And also, I think it's iron that your body is craving. So, I have been having tons of steak lately. I've also been craving Slurpees, and this isn't abnormal for me. I've been craving Slurpees my entire pregnancy, even my first pregnancy with Madison. Even in the dead of winter when I was pregnant with her, I wanted a Slurpee, and I walked to the store in the snow to get one. But now because of the diabetes, I'm not able to have a Slurpee. I can probably have like one of those really tiny, teeny tiny cups. Probably maybe for like a bedtime snack, but I would have to look up the nutritional value of a Slurpee, and you know, because I'm only allowed so many carbs at nighttime and things like that. So I can't really have Slurpees. I haven't really been having Slurpees or pop or slushies or smoothies or anything kind of like that, because it does contain a lot of sugar, and that's kind of what I'm trying to avoid during the rest of my pregnancy. So unfortunately, I'm craving Slurpees, but I can't have it, but that's okay. Labor signs, I don't have any labor signs, but I am still having a ton of Braxton Hicks, and it's really uncomfortable. Like I said, the last time I talked about this, it's just a lot of tightening and hardening of my uterus, and it's really uncomfortable. I have to, like, literally, like I'm having a real labor contraction, I have to sit here and breathe through it because it's just that uncomfortable. And it puts a lot of pressure on my lungs, which makes it really hard to breathe, and it puts a lot of pressure on my stomach, and especially on my bladder. Even if I had just, you know, went to the washroom 5 minutes ago, and then I have a Braxton Hicks contraction, I'll need to go to the bathroom again. That's how much pressure that this big uterus is putting on my belly, or on my on my bladder. So no labor signs, but I am having tons of Braxton Hicks. Belly button in or out? It is surprisingly still in, but it is starting to poke out a little. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in my belly shot, but it is starting to poke out just a tiny bit. I don't see it popping anytime soon, but maybe near the end of the pregnancy when the baby is full term and is a full-size baby. But for now, it's still an innie. And just some other like miscellaneous symptoms that I've been having. I am still getting intense muscle cramps, but it's not as frequent as it was before. I can't remember the last time I had one. I think it was probably a few days ago, whereas before it was happening every night or every other night, but it's not as bad as it was before. And I have also been having the